Welcome to Vacuum Wars and to another episode of Air Purifier Wars. In this episode, we'll be comparing two ultra-affordable air purifiers from the same brand, the AROEVE Mk01 and the AROEVE Mk06. When I say affordable, it's not an exaggeration. These are two of the cheapest air purifiers on the market, and they happen to be of the same brand. So it will be interesting to see how they stack up against one another. So links in the description, and let's get started. Starting with the basics, the Mk01 is more of a cylinder shape, and the Mk06 is rectangular. Both are about 10 inches tall, and are available in two classic colors, black or white. While these air purifiers aren't exactly identical, they do share several similarities. They both use the same basic air purification techniques, and they're both recommended for spaces around 250 square feet, recirculating the air in that area within an hour. They both also employ a multi-directional air intake from the side vents and a top-placed fan for dispersing fresh air. Our first round is features. These are things that don't necessarily help with air purification, but are nice to have. Both models feature soft touch control panels with timers for 6, 12, and 24 hours, as well as fan speed settings, which include a hushed night mode, a moderate speed 1, and a more vigorous speed 2. They both have LED lights with ambient options, filter replacement indicator lights, and aromatherapy chambers. So for the features category, the Mk01 and Mk06 are pretty much the same. However, for this round, the Mk01 does win thanks to its slightly smaller size. Moving on to the filter quality round, both the Mk01 and Mk06 use the exact same 3-layer circular filter. The filter has an inner activated carbon layer to trap odors, smoke, and fumes, and a central HEPA filter to eliminate particles larger than 0.3 microns, as well as an outer pre-filter to catch bigger particles such as dust, hair, and fibers. AROEVE recommends cleaning the pre-filter every 2 to 4 weeks to ensure optimal efficiency and prolong the filter's lifespan. Filter replacement is suggested every 3 to 6 months or after 2,000 hours of use on both. AROEVE does offer upgraded 4-layer HEPA filters for specific needs, including versions for standard use, pet dander, and smoke and odors. But for the filtration quality round, it is a clear tie as they both use the same filter. Moving on to the bench tests, this is where we focus on assessing metrics like airflow and noise level. During these tests, the Mk01 outperformed the Mk06 in airflow across all 3 settings. In the real-world noise test, which measures noise levels at the setting most likely to be used in a household, the Mk01 registered 50 decibels while producing an airflow of 18 CFM at a fan speed of 1. Conversely, at the same speed, the Mk06 recorded a slightly lower 48 decibels, but with a reduced CFM of 11. So the Mk01 takes the honors in this round. Moving on to the filtration tests, in our fog test, we discharged 12 seconds of fog into a sealed room and operate the air purifier at maximum power. The Mk06 restored the room back to baseline readings in 135 minutes, whereas the Mk01 only took 112 minutes. Since they have the same filter, the difference is probably attributed to the differences in their airflow. Remember, the more expensive one, the Mk01, had higher airflow numbers than the Mk06, which explains why it was a little bit faster at reducing the particles in this test. We also look at the reduction of volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. We conduct this test by introducing precise quantities of incense smoke into a sealed refrigerator and measuring how efficiently and swiftly the air purifier can minimize the VOC levels over a 5-minute test on maximum power. In this test, there was almost no difference between the two. While the Mk01 again reduced the particles from the smoke faster than the Mk06, the actual VOC gas reduction was only around 10% for both in the 5-minute test, which is not particularly good, but you wouldn't expect VOC reduction to be all that good in this budget price range. If you want better VOC gas reduction, you might consider one of the upgraded filters that AROEVE offers. So the Mk01 won the filtration test category because of its higher airflow and particle reduction speeds. In conclusion, after we add up all the scores and the test results, the winner for this head-to-head competition is the AROEVE Mk01. It's a little more expensive compared to the Mk06, but it's still one of the cheapest air purifiers on the market, and its high airflow makes it worth the upgrade. Links in the description, and be sure to subscribe to Vacuum Wars before you leave. Thanks for watching.